other kind of a thing which also elaborate your global and the cultural diversity, that cause impact of global and the cultural diversity. Yes, I mean the global and the cultural diversity itself is a very important topic, but you have to deal with the global and the cultural diversity, because you are meeting with n numbers of the people, those who are working around you. And definitely to prove to be a productive being as an individual, and to prove a competitive work environment from your organization, so you have to understand what would be the impact of all these global and the cultural diversity in organization behavior. So what is the impact? I mean, you have to understand that the origin of the individual factor, because in cultural diversity that we are already discussed, that you have to deal with the multiple behavior pattern in one platform, in one organization, in one department. So you have to understand the origin of the individual factor, so that definitely would help you to deal with a different kind of individual behavioral pattern in the organization. So this could be a one a parameter which definitely get impacted in global and the cultural diversity. Next, coming to produce negative dynamics, it may happen. I mean, produce negative dynamics, I mean, all these things always don't move into a positive dimensions. They could be a reason of the negative dynamisms as well. I mean, you may have your stereotype kind of behavioral pattern, or you may have the cultural kind of a clashes. So culture diversity on one platform will give you an opportunity to deal with different dimension of the people, but on the other hand it will give you the negative dynamics, or as well. So how you get the thing, how you will grasp the things that definitely define or definitely take you towards the negative dynamics as well. So this one maybe a impact of the global and the cultural diversity. Culturally diverse people, I think I have discussed just that you may interact with the various diversified people in the organization. So definitely these diversify or culturally diverse people available there in the group as well, because the group which has been made in the organization for some specific purpose. So if we talk about the formal group in the organization, so you have the combination of the diversified people in one particular group. Moving ahead to the next one, which is called polarized different social group. Yes, the people may polarize, the different groups in terms of, identify their social background, fine, or the similar kind of approach. So this could be one a greater factor where the people polarize a different kind of a social group. So the ideology make differ from one group to the another group, and we're dealing with these different polarization groups become a very big problem for the organization, because then they try to follow a one particular ideology under this particular group, and to address them, to satisfy them become a very big problem or big challenge for an organization. Then next has come, it is called dysfunctional outcome. Yes, similarly like negative dynamics. So negative dynamics we talk about into a individual perspective, and here the dysfunctional outcome that we talk about the group outcomes that come after performance. So definitely the group may have dysfunctional outcome, one of the reason, and that is because of a different culture, diverse people, those who are working together into a one particular group. Next, we have an intergroup conflict. Yes, we do have intergroup conflict, because the people, those who are different perspective, and when they start communicating with each other, then they are having a different kind of opinion, and whenever they are having a different kind of opinion, this may create a reason of intergroup conflicts. Next is challenging and building a multicultural organization force, and also organization differ in value. Yes, I mean to uh, get together all these people, or to pool all these people into a one particular platform. So it's a very big challenge for every organizations, because we are having a multicultural people, and similarly we are having a multicultural kind of organization. So I mean, making all the combination and the favorable combination, definitely it would be a greater task for organizations. And due to cultural diversity, definitely organization differ in their value systems. They are following a one particular kind of values, so that give an impact on global and the cultural diversity in the organization. So hope you understand this global and the culture diversity meaning. Similarly, you also get understand what is the impact of global and the culture diversity in the organization behavior. Again and again I'm saying, dealing with human behavior, it's an challenge, and it's an opportunity for you. The more you understand the people, the more you get benefited, you get you feel easier to deal with these all people. But to understand them, again, it would be a challenge for you. So getting more and more knowledge about that human behavior study, so definitely this would help you to deal with the people, not only in the organization but anywhere if you find people to deal with them. So I hope this topic will cover you a lot of detail, and I also hope that I also give you the clear picture, or the proper detail about this topic. So thank you so much. Thank you once again.